Sharpe. Dade City's finest, world famous Waldo not in tonight, so we're gonna hold the fort down in his absence. To my left, the one and only A.K.A. Ruff, Greg Doss. How you feeling?
I felt my hands like I always do. I feel even better somebody turn up their volume, but.
Okay, yeah, we good. They the two live crews in the building, man. So we're gonna kick it, have some fun. Okay, so without further ado, I'm gonna introduce these two ladies to the far right, Keisha Cato and Niecy Dorris over here to my right, the one and only two live crew. Let's crank up.
Get my last name wrong again.
I said Dorris. I fixed it.
Okay.
I started with Ed, but I said I don't know. I want no trouble. So I already know.
Okay.
I gotta be right on point with this tonight. So I don't want no trouble. Yeah, please. I don't want no trouble. All right. So real quick, we're gonna get into these two quick topics that we're gonna really chop it up with these nice young ladies tonight. Well, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get into the Shedeur Sanders situation, and something that just came out. I don't really agree with the draft status. That's another conversation, but. The lady spoke about the prank that was done
by the guy that works for the Atlanta Falcons.
Right. Now I'm gonna ask you, because I know I work and I have protected information. Mm-hmm. I would have got fired.
Yep.
Exactly. He's gonna get fired.
I don't know. They gave him grace. I mean, they gave him grace.
Give him some time.
How long ago this been?
It happened Saturday.
See.
Actually, I tell you, it happened Friday.
Bingo.
Happened Friday. You know what I'm saying? I would have been fired. So
the moment it happened Friday, but the moment it was discovered, the moment it was discovered is when everything would have flipped. And I'm pretty sure that they're just give it some time, because they're going to do some damage control, and then they're going to go ahead and send homeboy walking.
Okay.
I would expect the Falcons to at least do that.
I don't know. Like I said, I felt like they didn't do nothing over the weekend.
Listen, so you didn't just embarrass the Falcons with that.
You embarrassed the NFL. The integrity of the NFL, like I say, because once again, I know I work from home.
Yeah, I work from home.
So if somebody got access to pull up account information, Miss Dorris, Miss Cato, we gonna come get your stuff. You know, we coming this day. Hey, take your stuff to UPS or whatever. That's it.
I'm keeping my computer.
You gonna keep your computer?
So you think the coach gonna get it fired? You think?
Yep.
I mean, you got to do something, because we can't just do that as a slap on the wrist.
Yep.
And to me, you know, and with the thing going on with then race came into play, where if he was black, if it was a black coach, how would that be?
Yep.
And you know, we can't ignore that. So I just think a lot of times that in certain situations we be mindful of what you got going on, but also with that, your children shouldn't have access. Especially with your work computer.
Computer.
That's your work computer.
You should lock it when you leave.
That should be locked. Yeah, when you leave, you know, whatever you're doing, but just to pull that information.
There is a couple of other issues, and I'm not going to take necessarily the legal route. The more practical route is you don't even have control in your house.
Yeah, because somebody would say that they should have. He should have got. They should have beat him. His daddy should have beat him.
He's too old to get.
He's like 18, 19, right?
He's 21.
Okay, 21.
Oh, first of all, I don't know what the breach. Now, there may be some legal consequences to it. I don't know. I thought he was like 16 or 17.
No, he's 21. He's grown. He was at school. He played the prank with his boys at school.
Well, the prank may not be the issue. The issue may be, how did you acquire the information if the information was locked, and then what is the penalty for accessing otherwise secured information? Because I don't know if it was on just an NFL server or just a... Because now you're talking about there's some cyber issues that could be involved there. So then you're talking about something totally different. I don't want to get off on to that part of it, but that's problematic, and that's keeping it modest.
Okay. Now,
but I would have fired his ass too.
Okay, you fired too. Okay.
Your dad, mom, give me back my shit. All that, my stuff. I apologize.
Please don't give him the green light.
No, that's
not give him the green light.
Hey, hold on one more time. Hey, for the second time. Hey, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hey, for the second time.
They came here like
Jesus wept.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
It's wrong, and then them mother suckers was laughing like it's a joke.
Right.
And that man on the phone like
he already going through something.
Yeah.
That's a little more sensitive.
I could be petty enough to potentially file an IAED claim. I don't know how far that would go, but because that was just a heinous act. But he doesn't need to do that. But that wasn't cool
at all.
The NFL is going to fire him. They're going to.
Speaking of NFL, former Hall of Famer Sharpe.
He's still a Hall of Famer.
Got all the. I mean, yeah, you're right. Excuse me. Former NFL player / Hall of Famer.
We're gonna drink on that.
Sharpe got loose. Got got loose in the last say couple weeks or so. Got some activity going on outside the job per se. But I know you shrug your shoulders. But let me just say this, and I'm speaking with the ladies. At 19 years old,
yes,
on OnlyFans,
yes,
that's disgusting.
No,
Shannon, come on, Shannon, get your auntie. Shannon, get your auntie. Find you somebody in your 40s,
we're on
30s.
I'm gonna not be squid. We on this. We on
Yeah,
this
go
platform.
ahead. But,
No, I'm gonna be.
But get your feet out the snow, though, bro. You tripping.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, get your feet out the snow.
That's a different discussion.
That's
snow?
still, though, like the same thing.
Okay.
19, though, bro.
Oh, he said snow.
Okay,
so
okay. So let's back up. Your daughter, you got a baby, what, 21?
Getting her doctorate?
Just answer the
Oh,
question.
no, she's 24.
Okay, 24. Can she bring you somebody home that's 60? Huh?
I may frown
No.
I would
Not
frown
frown.
on it.
It's yes or no. Stop doing that.
She's an
Yes or
adult.
no?
She's an adult. Yeah. She's an adult.
Okay, so you embracing that?
No, that's not the question. The question is, can she do it? Yes, she's an adult.
She can do it because she's an adult. Yeah,
she's an adult.
Is
Okay.
it right? No.
No, it's still right because it's acceptable because she's an adult.
Okay.
Would I approve of it is a different question.
Exactly.
Need to be on her business.
I
love
wouldn't.
that. Go ahead. Keep
So,
going. Don't mind me.
but okay, let's do this. We are not where like the young ladies over here are, or like when I was 19 years old. Hell, I was in the Army at 19. But here's what we're not looking at today in this society. Whether you think it's cool or not, because they're not the Anitas that you all or the Patty like women, we are glorifying Glorrillas. We are glorifying sexy reds.
I like the way you
We're
put that.
glorifying women who are. We're glorifying the double X chromosomes who are not being ladies.
Yeah.
So when a 19-year-old emulates the behavior that has become unfortunately acceptable, she is not off limits the same way. Say the purity unfortunately is gone. Now, can we grab it back? Probably not, because we know once the momentum is it's getting momentum, it's gone. And I'm talking, and ladies are here. I'm not. It's not about whether or not I would like it, I would approve it. It's like she's an adult, he's an adult.
Yeah,
they're consenting, from my understanding. And I try to stay out of celebrity gossip.
I agree.
But it's consent. Is she legal? Yes.
I agree.
If you're, what are you upset with Shannon about? Smashing a 19-year-old or
The race.
or
no, but
whoa. I didn't hear that.
The race.
Okay.
So let's back up for a moment. With
Because
respect,
if she wasn't,
with respect, let me.
it would not be an issue.
Let's back up. So
Not this big.
let's rewind for a moment. But it's some layers to the onion that ain't getting peeled, because if he agreed to give her $10 million, something going on.
He just made wanted her to shut up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you already. Let me say
With
this.
the recordings and everything.
Right. Okay. So
yeah.
I'm saying. So if I'm giving you money to be quiet, something ain't right. I'm doing
No,
something different.
he's protecting his brand.
Right.
He-
What's not right? He's protecting
his
himself.
brand.
Okay.
His brand.
But
Yeah.
we
Doesn't
shouldn't
mean
be
he's
doing.
guilty, but he
Correct.
just wanted.
But we should be doing recordings. I ain't doing no recording.
Ain't nobody recording me, baby.
Ain't nobody doing no recording. We ain't doing no
What you mean,
recording.
recording what? Talking about him and her
I
conversation?
don't know. Whatever they talking about.
Well, depending on what the state is, and I hate when I go off in this direction. If the recording was done without the other party's consent, you may have an issue, and that may be inadmissible.
Well, he said it was a shakedown. That's what he said.
That,
He has said it was a shakedown.
That's
what he has
That is
said.
the street way of saying what I just said. And the ladies know it. The ladies, they said it before Squid or Greg or Ruff. This was a protection of his brand. And now what you can tell guys is, hey, when you messing with she could be 19 or 91. If you have a brand, you have to move differently as a man anyway. Women, doesn't Tracy Ross go through young men?
I ain't heard that. I don't know.
Yes.
From Blackish?
Yes, Tracy Ross has a history of going through young. Hey, pull it up, Torre.
Torres, don't get spoiled, man. Call the man by his name, bro. Don't do that, man.
Well, he's
That's it. So you talking Torres,
no,
man?
it's not,
Torres.
Torres is also like Torre. He's big in music and
He
whatever.
got that slab Bobby Brown too. So just don't mind
No,
him.
it's not.
Go ahead, proceed.
Torres, am I correct? Doesn't Tracy Ross have a history of?
No, you call him Torre. I'm gonna even call the man Torre.
I don't know who that is.
Torre.
Exactly.
You know who Torre
Yeah,
is?
who was Torre?
I like Torre. I don't agree with him, but I like
Yeah.
him.
You really don't know who Torre is?
Yeah, I know you, but I'm just saying, bro.
Okay.
But you called him Torres, bro. The man got called him by his name.
Listen, look and see if Tracy Ross has a history of dating younger men, and how many women have a history of dating younger men. In fact, isn't Mrs. Republican Party?
Old man.
I wouldn't date a younger man.
You wouldn't?
I would not.
So let's get into this.
But hold on. She dates younger men. Some is younger.
Who is that?
My age are steeped in toxic masculinity.
Okay.
What was her name again?
Tracy Ross. Be on Black.
Oh.
Tracy Ellis Ross. Okay.
Diana Ross, dog. But let me ask you now. You just said you wouldn't date a younger man.
I absolutely would not.
So like, let me now. When you say younger, like
How old?
What's too young for you? What like 5 years, 3 years?
44 and under.
44 and under. So 3 years and under. That's too.
I wouldn't
young.
do it.
What about you?
I'm 49, so I wouldn't go past 45.
You gonna go past 45?
No.
I would not.
Okay, and you wouldn't go as high as.
They're not gonna be having my car while I'm at work.
No.
Okay, so
Boy,
let's.
if Joe
now
44
this way it
ain't at work too, we got a problem already.
Okay, now hold on. This way it finna get good. Now you said
Or as
3
old
years.
as what?
You said 3. That's why I would have get to 3 years is too young for you, and you say 4
So you
years.
wouldn't
So
date a
what's
guy
too
my age?
old? So what's too old
No,
for you?
he's saying the younger.
Okay,
No,
so,
but you
so
wouldn't
what's
date
too
a guy who
older?
too old.
What's too older for you then?
It depends.
Now see,
Okay.
could he be 60?
Because you can be 55 and look like you're 75. You know.
Damn, we said that out
It's not
loud.
about the look.
It's not.
It's not
but,
about the
I
look.
want
What is
the
about
teeth.
there?
What's about?
You need to have all your teeth.
You have to have your teeth. You
I'm
have to
outta
be
here.
in great health.
Hey,
Yes,
check.
you know.
Waiter, check.
You have to be in great health. Please don't be
Exactly.
about to croak and trying
Okay.
to, cause
With that limp, walk with that limp.
I'm gonna put you.
Try to catch up. Try to catch up with that limp. Okay, so let me ask you this.
Oh.
Now I'm gonna ask you because
We
y'all.
gonna pretend we gonna pretend we didn't hear that. Did you dump that, Torres? See, you don't listen to Torres or Torres. I hope you dumped that.
So I guess, but see, to me, I think I'm intrigued by both of y'all because the dynamic.
They didn't answer the question.
And they
What was the
What was the
question?
question?
I'm sorry.
Or as old as
55. I would not go over 55.
And you.
And
Probably about the same age.
Same.
It depends. It depends. You know.
would you go 65?
No.
If he's 65,
That's like 15 years older
if
than me.
That's
he's,
a-
if
that-
he's
that-
65
that-
and he's worth $6 million.
Yeah, oh yeah, we can work something out.
Now you see what happened just there.
Okay.
If he's 65,
No, you good.
If he,
Not I.
what's Shannon Sharpe's? What's Shannon Sharpe's
He's not
net
gonna want
worth?
nothing but probably a dance or something.
Oh,
you know.
listen, but I can't do it because
Shannon Sharpe's net worth.
his bottom piece and his top
Yeah.
piece
He
is
might
probably
not
not
want
working.
it. Just dance for him. You know.
But I mean,
Just
but
dance for
okay,
him.
but let me say this though. But to me,
According to his Instagram live, it's working.
but an older man, but an older man.
I asked his net worth, not is it working.
But hold on for a
Is
minute.
his
Hold on
net
for a minute.
worth?
Let's bring this back here because what you said was that an older man, you know, has to be functioning.
Yes, please.
And I understand that. So back to what I was saying at the beginning, as far as just say with the
30.
man woman.
So a man worth $30 million, and Shannon is my age. We're both 57. So 57-year-old worth $30 million. You couldn't do it.
I'm glad I'm
not
not.
about the money,
I'm
though.
glad I'm not stuck on another man's money.
There you go.
So I'm
There
not.
you
It's not about the money.
There you go.
Because
There
I'm a
you go.
hustler in itself.
There
I'm
you
gonna
go.
make my own.
And see, my thing is that, you know, we had a conversation about this earlier. Like I was asked that if
Damn, shit,
you are a
worth $30
millionaire,
million.
if you are a millionaire, like I just feel
gonna
like
give her
if
a
we
third?
together, we try to build together. And the question I posed to a friend of mine was
I wouldn't
that
do it.
in the dating
I did
scene,
it.
how long do you think it would take? Let's say if we going on dates, we hanging out, kicking it, well, for you to say, you know what? Okay, I pick up the bill on this one. I'll
How
pay for
long? The second date, maybe.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
it. Okay.
I treat on the first date.
Okay.
Not
see-
me, but
I
Okay,
will.
and that's
Maybe
fair.
a
Okay,
second
that's
date.
fair. Okay, that's fair. But I think a lot of times is that a lot of women are looking at, well, okay, you know, take me out, 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 take me out. And okay, well, you know, you got it. It's on you. And I just feel like, you know, a lot of times that men don't really care about places they go eat because to me it's always about the conversation. That's what I look for.
What?
So we hanging out.
I don't agree with that.
What you mean?
I
What?
don't agree
It's
with
about
that.
the what?
Yeah, I don't agree. Conversation. No,
Yeah,
that's
I'm
not what
conversation. I mean, you
what's
go,
on
you can go
guys'
anywhere.
mind.
Okay, you can go somewhere and eat.
With men dating, if a man is moving after a certain woman, the conversation is just the lead up to what the ultimate goal. Men,
Yeah.
So what's the ultimate goal?
Exactly.
The ultimate goal is to commandeer the woman sexually.
Thanks for being honest.
Exactly.
What else do you need? If I have money, what can you give me?
But truth be told, we can look at y'all and say if we're going to have that as the ending goal.
Okay,
And
right.
so what would make a man of means? We're not talking about the guy with no teeth who has no money either. If his pockets match his mouth, you don't want him anyway.
Right.
We're only speaking of men who are high earners.
I got motion.
Dude, if a dude, one, I don't know the ladies, and they're probably speaking for a very, on the minority side of it. You're not going to convince me at 57 years of age in 2025 that most women between the ages of 40 and 60 would totally refuse a guy worth $30 million if he offered them anything.
Nope.
They're going to be right there. Let me see what I can get. If I can only get a month worth of rent, 2 months worth,
a house bill,
because women are doing it younger.
How do I know what your
$25 or
worth
$30.
is?
No, he's a celebrity. You know. I'm speaking of men.
Okay.
I'm not talking about a guy that's just a regular.
But you got access now. You can pull up what people got going on.
No, but we already know.
Google. Yeah,
but we're
Google
talking
that.
about him. So we're speaking of guys that would be. If you knew a guy played for a basketball team, you have an idea what his worth is just based upon age and how long he's been playing ball. We're not talking about the guy that most people have access to on a daily basis. We're talking about the guys who can gain access to almost anything.
But quiet as kept, there's some guys that done play ball, ain't got no money.
No, but we ain't talking about them either, though.
Okay, I'm just saying. So we gotta. You generalize. You said guys that have played, but it's a lot of them.
I'm gonna say this. I came through when we've known each other. When I was doing blog talk, when I first came in, I came in as under PUA, the pickup artist industry. I came in through the school of dating, so that's how I knew Corey and the Rosebud, the Pimp, and some of these other guys. There are guys who were in the tech industry years ago who had money but didn't know how to talk to women. So when you taught them how to talk to women, they were able to kind of bridge the gap. But the thing that got the women's attention was what? He has means.
Yep.
So let's do this.
You're not going to tell me that women don't go.
Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna go to Keisha. Then I'm gonna go back to Nunu.
I'm Nunu, guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't know that.
Yeah,
And
it's a story. I'm gonna call her Niecy, but it's a story. It's a story.
I'm a man, so you say that, I'm thinking, well, that's an interesting moniker.
Yeah. So anyway, first thing
Don't
you
do
look
that
for,
to me, Keys.
First thing you look for when you meet a man. First thing you look for. What first thing you look at?
I look at their shoes.
I look at their
shoes?
mouth.
I look at their shoes and
I
then
look
go
at
up to
their
their
mouth.
mouth.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I look at their teeth.
So if the mouth
If
a
they
mess,
missing teeth, no.
Why?
missing teeth.
If he's missing a couple of teeth but has a great
Especially
personality.
the front teeth.
Okay.
Oh my God. Shit, missing the-
Okay, I don't agree with that.
And the shoes.
Because if we kick it off, you got a good job. I'm definitely gonna say let's go to the dentist.
You can't tell that man that.
I can't. I can't.
Not when you're just dating, sister.
Listen,
I mean, if y'all hanging out, you could
and he
say.
has a great personality.
But
He knows
won't
something
get
wrong with his mouth.
Miss Niecy. I
Yes.
ain't gonna call you the
Go
other
ahead,
thing.
call
Thank
Niecy
you.
there.
Miss
Cool.
Niecy.
Yes.
There's no way that you're gonna convince me that you get far enough along in conversations with a guy like that, unless he has something better than a personality to catch you. Because the teeth are gonna catch you first.
Yes.
No,
The teeth will catch you
your
for the
shoes are gonna
personality.
catch me.
Shoes,
Okay.
first thing you look
Your
shoes.
shoes.
So let me ask you: do you do it subtle or you like?
No, there's nothing
you
subtle
don't like-
about her now. I'm sorry, I'm sleepy.
Wait.
I'm
You
sorry,
be
I'm
like-
tired.
So you be like,
I mean-
Hey, so
you
you
be
people
like,
to be, I haven't had my medicine.
Okay,
I didn't
let's
take my
just say
pill.
we're somewhere. You approach me. Hey, how you doing? I'm good. How are you?
how you do? You be like, how you?
How you doing?
Oh,
I ain't gonna give him the stink
No, I'll be
face.
like,
I'm just
how
looking
you
at your
doing?
shoes.
okay.
I'm looking at your
All right.
shoes.
There ain't no way in the
It's cheaper.
world.
It costs more to fish the teeth.
Marquita said shoes and overall hygiene. Parham said you tough.
That's why I'm single. Cause
I would like for Parham
Like some men aren't into shoes. I'm not into shoes.
No, it's not the brand.
it's not the brand.
It's
Are
not
your
the-
shoes
Your
clean?
shoes are clean.
Check, please,
Dirty
again.
shoes.
Check, please, again.
Your shoes are clean. It's
Where
not
is
about the
coming from
brand.
working?
It's like I never owned a pair
Okay,
of
that's
shoes in my life.
different.
That's different if your shoes
That's
match. If
different.
your shoes are dusty and it matches your dusty clothes.
Yes.
You don't got all
That's
work. You don't got all work. You're a working
Yeah,
man.
but if you have on a nice button down
And your shoes are
and
dirty.
your shoes are dirty, no,
Your
I'm
shoes
sorry.
busted. That's no deal.
And again, it's not about the name brand.
I understand.
It's not.
But like you say, but also with that too is that some women say they like
That's
a man
horrible,
that
go ahead.
that smells good. Some people say they like, see how he smell.
Well, if you just enough for work, you're not gonna.
Okay, but
smell
just say
fresh.
you out. Let's just say we out in a club
Okay,
or
you smell good and you dirty. No.
Wait a minute. How you smell good and
that
dirty?
don't go
There-
together.
there
They
you
probably
go.
got out for work and sprayed some cologne
There
in the
you
car.
go.
That's disgusting. And he should be beat with a wet rag. That's the case. That's why I take him outside to beat him with a wet rag. If you out there funky like that's disgusting. Don't do that.
I
man.
don't. I just. You all are. I'll say this.
I'm empty.
You all are part of the Minority Report.
What does that mean, sir?
Women who would be that particular about a person with means. I just know better.
Okay, but let me say this though. When you say
Nothing wrong with it though, because they have
okay,
standards.
but like you say, but I think something else too though is that I
But we
think
know y'all know most of
in
them.
the-
I don't have no more.
in the city.
Check,
But you
please.
talking.
But like you said, I just think like I think the dating scene is so watered down.
It's tilted so heavily
Right.
toward men.
But I think
so
also,
heavily.
is that deal that goes to Tampa, such a small city,
Very small.
and we all connected some
But
kind
the,
of
world,
way.
but the world is now small.
Okay, right. But I'm only speaking for. And see, I would try to tell people I can't speak of what go on in Atlanta. I can't
No,
speak
I'm
about
not
what
talking
go on
about
in
that.
St.
I
Pete.
can get to you from, okay, right now, we don't know who's watching.
Right.
But right now, somebody in another city can see you,
Yes.
you,
Right.
him, and me, and say, and if it's a female, she'll like, okay, I want access to him. I know who he is because he's a Z-list celebrity. I have a small following. You're on here. You're here. What's her name? And once you tell us your business,
Marquita say the dating pool got sewage in it. Oh God!
absolutely it does.
Marquita.
Their Parham said you didn't like my hey dude because you kept looking at him like what are those? Parham is psyched out. You know what I mean?
I like hey dudes.
Hey,
and again, it's nothing to do.
Listen, hey, Niecy, Parham ain't got it since God gave him. He slap crazy.
Parham
He a
is
slap crazy.
Dumb, boy.
He slap crazy. He got it since God gave him. He
He
slap
said, why you
crazy.
talking like white chicks?
Yeah, they said that earlier. But I think also though is that with the dating scene now, I think it's just like
He's so kind.
a lot of guys are, and I see women when they set these expectations. Like you see the women, the Cheesecake. I wouldn't go to Cheesecake.
I wouldn't go to Applebee's on a first date. Like, not me. I'm just saying
I understand.
those type of women. Like, what?
And to
Give
me,
me
and
2 for 1 any day.
and to me,
she gonna go too, but it's an opportunity to take an internet
But-
moment because you're not even
but you're setting the wrong narrative, and that's all. And that's all I'm saying.
She
That's
may
the
be
wrong.
setting a narrative that is just not honest because dudes with means don't move like that. First of all, you have to be I'm sure women are at least honest enough to say, if I say a certain thing, I have to really be in this area of people to say I'm not going to do this at all. So you just cut off plus we can see your face now. So how many guys are going to approach you? Not even because you want to go to Cheesecake Factory. I know your personality now.
Yep.
So either you're going to take this, hey, first of all, she's even physically that.
But let me say this though, and I don't want to offend none of these guys out here. But there's a lot of guys that jumped off the porch late. So
Yeah.
if you in school, and I would try to tell people, when you got guys that are in school, may not had nothing going for themselves at that time, so girls just brush them off. You nice, you okay, but nah, not like that. I ain't hanging out with you like, we take classes together, and kiki cuckoo, but we ain't for to kick it. So when that guy get on, now it's like, okay, I got my shoulder stuck out, got me some paper, I got motion. And I think for me, those are the guys that will grab those girls because it make them feel good about themselves. You know what I'm saying?
They know the
and to me,
pathway,
and to me, that's lame.
They know the key to the lock. The key to the lock
but
is
still,
what can I give you
here we go again.
access.
And I'm by no means, I'm trying to make it sound like I'm cocky or got it going on. I've always had good conversation. And to me, that's what it's about. If you got good conversation, that gets you through to the next wave. But if you ain't got nothing going for yourself and you pull up in your car, you get in the car, we go ride. How long can I keep you interested? I can't.
I would say this though, because guys that call me, I mean, I'm sure giving it away, but I'm not this guy anymore, so you can't call me for this kind of coaching. There are guys who would call who wanted women. There's guys who want women for long term, and there's guys who just want what women are typically used for today.
Correct.
If they have means, and I mean, I've talked to guys who have a lot of money because they spent their time doing what you're talking about. You said jumping off the porch late. They may have just worked on building themselves up.
No, they did. No, they got to put this. If you didn't have motion, and I ain't trying to be funny.
No, I know guys who built their businesses.
And girls wasn't feeling you in school, you got off the porch late.
No,
that's the truth.
No, but some guys.
Stop for me. It ain't about building.
But Daryl, okay, say a guy who's actually in school.
When you in school.
No, a guy who's building himself up in school to build up what he wanted to be in as a career. So he might have missed. While me and you were running, or not you, I was running the streets. Which is not the streets, but I used my conversation to do whatever I did.
But hold on, I wasn't jogging. I'm running with you.
I didn't want to put you out there. I didn't want to put you out there.
I mean, that's in the past, but I mean, I would run it
too. Okay, I didn't want. That's why I took it off of you.
I wasn't never jogging. I jumped off early.
I didn't want. You got mad.
I'm just saying.
Now, doing what we did, there were guys who were building themselves up to have a brand, whatever it was. Especially you talking about the last 20 years where internet and social media, guys have made a lot of money.
But hold on for a minute. I know guys that went to school and went getting played. They was in college. So that's what I'm trying to say. So that's what I'm talking about, jumping off the porch late.
No, I'm not down that they may have jumped off late, but what they did was they built themselves up. So they know I got at least what most women have said they wanted. They want access to income.
And the women, let me bring you back. And the women can attest to this. You got phases that guys go through and what women like. When you're in high school, you like the athlete, the guy that looked good,
they like that
the guy that got the car.
They like him forever.
That's high school. So then,
and college and afterwards.
So when the guys go off to college,
I didn't mess with anyone in high school.
Okay, and that's fine, no problem. So then when the guys. So she can't. She can't. Yeah, she can't.
That didn't even sound right. That didn't even sound right.
Look straight. But anyway,
my phone ringing right now. Is that Niecy?
Is
that new?
Okay, so anyway, yeah. Cost me the new fleet in Sharpe.
Hey, here you go, man.
Let's go skating. So when you
let's go skating.
Let's go skating. So when you get the guy, when you get the guy that veer off and go to college, now here come the hustler. Cause see, the women
for our age group, definitely.
Okay, what I'm saying, so the women, and they right there with us. I mean, so for the women, that's okay. I got a friend here in school, but you here. So you mean you can take me to Marston's, Piccadilly, we can go eat, and you can get me a couple outfits and Bongo. Let me ride. You can go to Bongo, get me a couple outfits. Okay, that's what's up. So now here come. So now the hustler done got in trouble. So now here come the schoolboy, got a lot of debt from student loans, but he trying to get on his feet, so now you connect back with him, and that's okay, but his money ain't right. Not right now. So when you accustomed to living a certain way, kicking it with the guy that would take you to Mars, he's taking you to Bongo and 579, y'all posted up at the New Lounge, and he got the Regal on 30s. You love him, but then when he get jammed up, okay, well, either you go try to wait, but now here comes the schoolboy, got the little job, he getting his feet wet. Y'all reconnect. And that's why I try to say, I think for me it's that it's different levels to what we got going on in this man-woman dynamic, but I think the most crazy thing is that, like I always try to tell Dorris, a lot of these guys get off the porch and they want women that didn't give them the time of day when they was in school. So now
we all want that.
No, I ain't gonna say that because see, I ain't never been at a loss for female companionship, and I'm not trying to boast, but that's the truth.
No, what I'm saying is most guys want everybody wants the most selected
Let me tell you something, and this is just me. When I was coming
Women,
up,
I'm sure, would be the same way.
no never bothered me. I wasn't that type of dude. I ain't sit back getting my feelings. If I try to holler at you and you be like,
no, because I'd ask Niecy. And if Niecy said no, I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Even if you're the
I'm gonna tell you something. I laugh. I'm telling you, but I laugh, but like shit. But I didn't know y'all friends, but I wouldn't try that.
Why?
Now,
Listen,
I ain't playing that close.
Hold on. Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. I forgot her name already because you.
That's Kesha. That's
I know
Niecy.
Kesha. I was just kidding.
Okay.
Hey, Kesha, listen. Why would you give up your opportunity to be with a guy like me simply because Nunu didn't find me and try to? She might like Daryl, but listen, I'm telling you.
That was one of my questions on my Facebook post.
That's
There you
my
go.
sister.
Yeah, you can't play. Okay, but
Okay. She just says no. Okay, is there anybody else?
But see, let me say this. But if
Wait,
you,
hold on, because I'm gonna forget my statement because I be smoking hookah all day every
your
day.
thing.
So
Okay, do your thing.
it clouds my memory.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Some people, when I pose that question of, let's just, Mr. Dawes,
Yes, ma'am.
he tries to holler at me, and I say no, then he goes to my friend. Some people say no, they'll never step that line, they'll never cross over that boundary, and others be like, well, why should I? He may be my
Soulmate.
He may be my soulmate. Y'all never had nothing going on. Why should I turn him down?
Exactly.
Now, Marquita just said most men like a challenge. They know the caliber of women before they even approach us. Now, let me say this.
Okay.
They know the what?
Okay.
The caliber of woman.
Oh, absolutely.
See, let me say this.
Absolutely.
I came up in an era where Club Atlanta was happening on Friday night. So whoever you was,
We always there
on Friday night, and I used to tell my partners, I say,
So was the
well,
laundry
I say, I'm going fishing.
in the grocery store.
And to me, see, like some people got that hang up. Oh man, she shot me down, dog. That didn't never bother
Then you
me.
go on to the next one.
But
to the friend?
I ain't trying to friend. I ain't trying to
Proximity.
friend because see, I'll tell you something funny. I
Y'all
laugh
got the
about this
same
now.
shirt on. Y'all know each other. But anyway, let me talk to you. Y'all got the same shirt on. That's pretty cute. Hey,
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Hey, what's your name though?
Candy say you wild, but I'm saying that. I'm saying that to say this.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that, and even me and him were hanging. And don't mind me, I'm really good with dates. I'm good with dates.
And numbers.
So numbers. So when I
ain't good either.
I just go to Club Atlanta. I used to stand outside Club Atlanta like 1994, 1995. I just stand outside the club, and I'm just looking. I bought a truck. I bought a 1997 Blazer, August 1st, 1997. I'm at Abraham Chevrolet.
It was green.
It took so long to do the sale. The dude told me, he said, if you don't mind, drop me off at home. I said, I could do that. I said, what side of town you live on? He said, I stay off Kennedy in the back of, not too far from where Kennedy, Dale Mabry area. I said, okay. I said, well, damn, why I'm on this side of town? Let me ride by Club Atlanta. The same girl.
That said
From now, mind you, now we just there the 4th of July weekend.
They saw you?
Hey, listen. And then you know me, I'm
They think you got it.
I got my windows down. I pull up. Look, Niecy, I pull up. Oh, you still got the? I think your number. Has your number changed?
Let me tell you about fat mouth here. Now, what's the thing that I said I would go somewhere? I go in the morning to work, but when I went back home and put on what?
That UPS uniform. That brown.
Okay.
That brown.
All right.
And then women like them uniform. They like UPS.
Well, they also know what?
That you work.
No, that you work, and you have you're not working here. Your economic status is a little bit here.
What females fail to realize, y'all are dumb, and I'm sorry, I'm a female all day, every day, but y'all dumb. What a man has is what a man has. Ain't got nothing to do with you. Go get your own. All right, go ahead. Finish, Mr. Dorris.
That sounds great, but anyway. That sounds great. In a perfect world. But if
go get your own. Who's to say just because you got it, you're going to give it to me?
Exactly.
Or because you got it, you give it to the next female, now you're going to give it to me.
She's going to get it too. But anyway, the point that she going to, because the look, the aesthetics are the aesthetics.
And that's why I'm single.
And like Marquita said, not a real friend. I'm with you, Marquita. That's not, I ain't playing that close. Like I say, because to me, if I shoot my shot at you, and you shoot me down, I think that's lame to try to holler at somebody in your circle.
We definitely gonna talk about you.
Yeah, that's lame.
It has happened.
Oh wow, okay.
We're definitely gonna talk about you.
Candace said she would not condone a friend to someone that had an interest in me initially, because the friend does hook up with them. It could lead them thinking he's had the interest, or that I may want them down the line.
Okay,
it's
so
just don't go there. You're right, Cam. Don't go there.
I could see.
Because there's too many women.
Why he called me by name?
I could see Niecy on Dale Mabry.
Dale Mabry doing what?
I could see her on Dale Mabry.
Doing what?
Whatever. And then meet you on Martin Luther King.
Okay. And not knowing.
We know each other.
And the next thing you know, we date, and because depending on how things work, by the time you're and I, you would not know.
Stop for a moment. You said be credit. These two here, they interact. So as soon as you left her on Dale Mabry, this dude that cried you. So as you driving, going to MLK, she already knew who you are.
I already got a picture.
He got an army hat on, girl.
So when you pull up on her with your $1 million worth of game, she can say, "Did you just try to holler at my friend on Dale Mabry?" You could be like, "Huh?" Mm-hmm. Now you looking crazy.
No. I would say, okay, yeah, but what's it got to do with you? Okay. But my point is, you're taking a very select group of people, which is two, and I'm saying, okay, I've been all over the world, literally. It doesn't work that way. I was in Germany, and from unit to unit, person to person, I could see her in one place, and you could know each other and not find out till later on.
Now let me see that, and I think
Torres,
for
that
me,
seem far fetched to you.
No,
Torres?
I'm tell you why it don't make sense to me, because when you talk about
you were in Louisiana, or you were in New Orleans, right? You gonna tell me that you couldn't see two girls in New Orleans and not know that they didn't know each other?
No. Let me say this: if I shot my shot at Niecy,
chop crowd.
If I shot my shot at Niecy, she shot me down, and then hey, she gonna say, "Girl, this dude try to holler at me X, Y, Z," and I pull up on Kesha and I see Kesha, and I run that same thing. Girl, he tried me too.
I don't have to see her within the same 20 minutes. Or 24
but I'm
hours.
just saying, but you gave a scenario on MLK and you go to Dale Mabry. Now, if I run into her later, that's something totally different.
I didn't say that they were MLK. I drove directly from Dale Mabry to MLK and saw her stand. No, the point is
he gave like two scenarios.
Okay, the scenario is simple. I could run into you in one place, totally separate from you, meet you somewhere totally different, and strike up a conversation for whatever reason, because apparently you all's tastes are different, because one is in the mouth and one is on the feet, and it would go from there.
Okay, but what I'm trying to get to with respect,
I could come there with a nice. I could come from the dentist with a pair of sandals on, with a busted sock. No, I said a pair of sandals.
No, I said the first thing I look at is your mouth.
With my toe sitting out on my socks or whatever, she gonna say no. But I meet her coming straight from the doggone dentist,
and
but you see me going into the dentist, and I'm done.
Right.
I come back. I get in, whether it was at the time my MX-6 or I get into my Pathfinder, whatever it was, drive, put on my UPS uniform, and then drive somewhere, meet her. We don't know.
Talk to you because your teeth good.
But because I got in a uniform. But then and order a uniform, whatever it is, and then
your uniform chick.
No, because you got a uniform on, but you ain't got no teeth.
But no, I said I came from the dentist. Teeth are good, and you know I got the benefits. We have a conversation.
I don't care about benefits. I have benefits.
He can work at McDonald's.
That's right.
He can work at Checkers in uniform. I'm just saying, but this is what I was trying to get to though. One thing I've always prided myself on is that if I meet you, I got to know your circle. We're going to have a conversation because I got to know who you hang around.
But I know you've always been a good dude, because I'm going to tell you, I ain't ever
because I always feel like I don't want to play that close. I don't like stuff like that. And I remember I was at a job, not at a job, working and hollering at 3 different girls at the same place, and it took them to go on a trip. And I knew 2 of them knew each other. I didn't know 3 of them knew each other. So, and I was reckless at one time. I'm not that same person, but I remember that, and I was like, I was so ashamed because I remember like going places. I'm not one of the type of dudes like if I have history with somebody, I'm not really comfortable. Like okay, we out. Like I used to holler at her like, You know, ooh, okay, like she in here, like, okay.
But we
Because, you know, I understand we older, but I just, to me, sometimes, and especially if she has somebody, a lot of men are going to press their lady, like, why you know him? Especially, like, for example, if they don't know me, like, for example, if I saw you out with your man, I'm going to speak to your man first.
That's respect.
That's respect. Then I'm going to come to you, hey, girl, how you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing? Probably won't hug you.
Yeah.
What's happening? You doing all right?
Yeah.
And just keep it moving.
Yeah.
But then if you don't hug her, but then you hug her when she's without her man,
Wouldn't speak.
that's a problem. If you're gonna hug her,
I think
hug
it'd
her.
be more
while
Okay,
she's
but
with
respectful
her
I'm
not
tell you
It'd
why,
be more
because I don't
respectful not to
know
speak.
her man.
Correct.
And
You
her
don't know
man,
how he's
and
gonna
her man, I don't know how
react.
he gonna, because
Yep.
some guys.
And hence, I wouldn't speak at all.
I'm a hugger.
Okay, and that's cool. I've hugged, like I said, I saw you. I mean, I hugged both of
We
y'all.
had a long
but to
conversation
me,
with you then.
but to
We
me, I just don't, because you never know the temperature of the
Correct.
dude.
The
Yeah.
dude.
Exactly.
And then and you got some guys that are crazy. And they be like, well, how you know my lady? How you know my lady?
Yeah.
And in the reverse,
You know.
there are a lot of women that conversation. Well, you be up for 3 days. Yeah, that's how you know her. Really?
But I mean, but I think, like, you know, we got to be realistic. So I mean, like, you can hang out with somebody, have history with that person, they move on, and you still be cool. But if they've moved on and done met somebody else, I just try, like, look, if I see them, I might throw my hand up, hey, and you got to walk over here. You got to say nothing to me.
Depends on who it is.
Child, I know if my dude crazy. Hey, how you doing? Come on.
Yeah.
If you know, if I know he's
That's what I'm saying.
crazy,
So-
I'm not gonna hug.
So
thank
but,
you.
you know.
What you mean? You can
What
speak.
you
Ain't
mean?
nothing
Why
wrong with
not
That's
speak?
pleasant.
Nothing wrong with speaking.
Ain't nothing wrong with speaking. It don't hurt to speak. When you talk about going to hug and how you been up, what you been up to, because he looking crazy, like, well,
It'd be easier just not to speak.
that's what I'm saying. So just, hey,
Acknowledgement is there.
throw
So
your hand up and just keep it moving. That way ain't no confusion.
You can
Like
still
you said,
say
if
hey.
your man, if your
You can
man
still say
crazy,
hey.
right? If your man crazy, you take a come on, let's go.
I ain't got no man.
But you said if he,
Hey.
All right.
Hey,
I got a half a man.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hey, hold on. I'm gonna lock the front door.
so I'm just saying. So I'm just, and I think for me, I just,
Okay, I'm
think
gonna
for me.
speak on that, Daryl.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna speak on that.
Go ahead.
Because out of respect, speak if you see me with somebody or not, because
Right.
you never know. I'm always in CI.
Feel better now.
Okay.
See, he said he feel better. So let's just say my man is across the bar and he's watching me.
bar?
Right.
No bar.
Yeah,
So
CI,
he- so
the
he-
cigar lounge. They have a bar
Okay.
where you buy drinks.
Yeah.
And so,
So
he
let-
drinking, right?
Yeah.
So that's gonna bring out the real in him. But go ahead, I'm listening.
See, Mr. Dawes.
Is she trying to be
Call him
refined?
rough, like he. Like
Rough.
So my
David Ruff,
dude is
David
at the
Ruff.
bar buying us a
Ruff.
drink, but he's looking at me.
Right.
And be like, well, damn. Well, darn.
Are you good? Damn it,
Yeah,
it's okay.
damn it work.
Why the
Why that dude up in
why
your face like that?
why the Negro?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
The YN, why the YN in your face
Why the
like that?
YN? Why
your
he
face like
speak
that.
to me when I was just standing there and he just walked by?
Tourette
But
like
as soon as
that.
I walk away, he want to
that
speak. What's
Tourette.
going on? That's feeling
You might
like
as well
guilty.
speak.
You might as
Yeah.
well speak.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. So I think a lot of times it is.
I'm sorry, y'all. I
Certain
can't say
people,
certain words.
certain
Yes, you
people,
can.
Uh-oh.
certain people do certain people do things like they try to be funny
Right.
and try to be
Right.
cute. And I don't like I say you ain't got to do nothing like that because I
Right.
think for me, if we out, yeah, like Tony Wall just said, "What's up, bro?" Tony, I let the
No.
woman speak first because the dude might be crazy, and you just. I'm
Which
not.
means Tony would not even
especially-
acknowledge. Like I said, I
but
wouldn't
you
acknowledge.
still miss what I'm
Tony
saying.
Wall, I let the
What
woman
do I look
speak
like
first,
going
'cause
through
her dude
something?
might be
What do I like
crazy.
going through
Exactly.
something with a dude? This ain't even my lady. Why am I going through anything
You
with this
ain't
dude?
got to be going through with him. He gonna want to go through it with you.
No. Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So to avoid it,
Don't speak.
okay. But I mean, but if she speak to me,
Then that's a different thing.
exactly.
Because she got to go home with him.
Right, but if she speak to me, okay, how you doing? What's happening? I'm just keep that. Okay, keep it moving.
Yeah.
But then you have some people, especially like for example, that they know y'all used to kick it,
I ain't saying
and
nothing.
then may feel
Why?
jealous. Okay, you may not, but they may feel jealous about okay, you used to holler at him and he this
I
and
can't
this.
go home now.
You know what I'm saying? So I just just for me, I just try to keep down
let's be
confusion.
honest. In most situations, the interaction will tell what your situation with that other person was. Period. And if the person doesn't know, particularly dudes,
Yeah.
no matter what go on, the first thing gonna come through his mind is y'all me. And with women, y'all already know if she know him, especially if you know him,
Right.
what it was.
Like Cato just said, they be trying to be funny, and women are the worst trying to be, as opposed to being respectful, going on about their business. it's the ones, like I said, they used to mess around. So it's like if you have history with somebody.
And this is Tampa.
Okay, right. But if you have, well, sometimes women can be petty.
Very.
No,
I know I can.
No, petty is not the word. What's the other word, ladies? Women can be what?
Disrespectful.
No, it's that, but what's the word for it? Begin with the letter M.
Messy.
Very.
Same thing. Messy. Petty. Okay, right. So
petty could just be a vague red.
Okay. People go again, but
Messy could be.
But like you said,
messy
people like
could be
being
you
messy.
close into the personal space. Oh, so you going act you don't see me? And she's standing right here.
But I'm telling you, but here we go again. But here we go. If a man,
Not all
if a man, if a man is
Nothing
still,
is all.
if a man is still tipping and dipping with you,
Yeah.
then you then
feelings.
So you have to always keep that in mind too. So if you sliding, late night, I'm finna come through this and this, bro. I'm telling you, here we go again.
I don't think it takes that.
What you mean?
It doesn't take that you slide.
So here we go again. So you mean to tell me that if you done kicked it with somebody and I was at your house Monday night and I see you Thursday
At karaoke,
and you just gonna be like,
It doesn't have to be recent interaction. I don't think we're being honest about it.
Yes,
If a person wants to be messy from either gender, I know we're in 2025, but anyway, if a person wants to be messy from either gender, it can happen. That's why I'm with Tony. I see Miss Niecy, I don't speak. If we had,
why won't you speak?
No,
to me?
now it's
now
different.
I'm gonna grab on you when you walk by.
right? But
See,
I
now
mean,
that's the messy.
I'm gonna say,
That's the messy.
Like you said, you ain't speaking. Like, that's flawed. Now, if you don't speak, like I say, look, you speak to the dude and be like, okay, what's happening, bro?
Nigga, I mean, that guy's across.
No, okay, but if he across, okay, that's what I'm saying.
He at the other
But see,
side.
but here we go again. To me, I'm always one. If I speak, I'm trying to fill the room.
But
I'm trying to look.
ain't
to
nothing
see,
wrong with a hello.
Right, ain't nothing wrong with saying
Exactly.
hey.
Nothing wrong
Now, if
with a
I'm
hello.
posted up like,
Nothing wrong.
now hey, well, look, yeah, you know what's up. Now I'm out of bounds. I'm all the way out of bounds. Cause see, a woman will give you that. Hey, look, hey, I'm in here with my people.
All right, Tony. Now
Keep it moving.
don't get cussed out.
Which Tony?
He
Tony Walton.
Tony talking about act like you don't see it. Just text her later.
There you go. Exactly.
Okay, but listen.
Hey, hello.
The dude can see the phone though.
Keisha, Nunu, how y'all doing?
Hey, the dude can see the phone. Like, hey man, like who that dude is?
No,
texting
he
you?
can text you. I can do that from across the room. Hey,
Across the room.
How you
Yeah.
going? How you
Okay.
How you doing?
I've got some of those.
I ain't got.
And guess what? I'm looking at you and I ignore it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
That's fine.
Rose said you should speak whether you with somebody or not. It's not because when you don't speak, they're like, well,
Yep.
like what you like? Why
Well,
you?
they would-
That's what I
But
said.
But how would they know
Yeah.
that we even knew each other if I don't speak to you?
but she
Because
don't, okay.
you keep looking at me.
But she y'all know each other. So like, what she doing?
If I see you don't speak, then
Yeah, that's flawed.
So you see
Later.
me,
Yeah, they try to pick up. They try to pick up later. Like, yeah.
And try to pick up. No, I just texting because I say hello. It's Gret from the show, and then we keep it going.
No, you doing too much. You doing too much. Okay, you doing too much. You doing too much.
Man, we
You doing too
y'all
much.
know
You doing too much. I'm gonna say, like
we
you
can't
say,
even leave the
but
club.
the dudes today.
It's the trying to
Yeah.
stay around and smile in folks' faces.
There you
That's
go.
the problem.
That's what be flawed.
Exactly.
Yep.
And see, like,
Oh, y'all can have people call in? Because Remy
No.
Ro asking to call in.
No, we can't.
no,
call them out.
lines ain't open.
This isn't
Ro.
blog talk like.
Yeah, lines ain't open. But I mean, like, but for me though,
call
like
it.
He ready to call in.
Parham,
80.1.
I said, what's the question?
We don't include Parham because he's half crazy.
I
See,
No, he
What's
all
your
crazy.
question?
He all crazy. But
Go
go
ahead.
ahead and listen.
What's your question, Ro?
No, I ain't talking about that type of crazy. I'm talking about Parham ain't rap too tight.
Oh, I know him. I
You
know
know
him.
I just told,
Parham?
I told you he ain't got the sense God gave him.
Boy.
I told you
That's
that.
my boy down over him.
He ain't got the sense. He ain't got the sense. Like she said, why do men don't speak but then blow up the phone later?
Yep.
Why do men do
Yeah.
that?
No, I never said I would. That's never going to be acceptable.
Okay, I'm not a man, but I feel when I see a guy who doesn't speak but blows my phone up later, it's because one, you got 2-3 other women in here. You don't want to be seen talking to me.
Absolutely.
Or, right, Mr. Doss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
Don't call me later.
Keep that same energy.
Because now you're on block.
But where are we?
Yeah.
Or if you're not part of the rotation,
Rotation.
I just said if you're not part of the rotation, it don't matter.
See, But you got. But
Are you a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday?
But see to me,
Yes.
but let
if
me
you're
say
not
this
part
though.
of rotation, doesn't matter.
It ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
Huh?
It's how you do it. So I think
Why
a lot of
does it matter?
times is that, and then men, especially if you know you out here running around, you nervous in these type of environments.
Very
Because you already know, like, first of all, I tell anybody, if you out here playing, why you got your lady with you when you going to places where you know
Oh my
it's
Oh,
going to
no,
be
that would be
something?
right.
Don't play like that.
Can we please touch on this topic
Don't
for
play
like
like
10
that.
minutes?
Why you
Go
gonna
ahead.
speak?
I'ma speak.
Why?
Go ahead.
Cause I am.
Let us speak.
Hey, how you doing?
And just like that.
But are you part of rotation?
I might be. If I'm part of rotation, I'm gonna speak.
If you're
Yeah.
part of rotation,
I'm
then he
gonna
probably
speak.
if he
But
knows
see, but he out of bounds. He
gonna know you. He gonna know
Even
you.
if he's a friend, I'm gonna speak.
Yeah,
Why
but I'm
would I
saying-
not
but
speak?
that's- no, but I'm talking about somebody
if
like-
you're part of rotation, he knows you're there. There's no man that
But
would
why?
deal with
Okay,
you that
but
would
why?
not want to know where you are at all
But why
times.
bring your
Tell
lady?
everybody
But why
where I
bring your
am.
lady with
No,
you?
he gonna have a track
Hold on,
on
hold on,
something
hold
that
on.
you got
This
to
is
make
a
sure that you
great
ain't nowhere
topic.
close.
But why
I
bring
said-
your lady? Why bring your lady with you?
We're not
though?
talking about. No,
That was the
Don't
conversation.
bring me
He missed the question.
Yeah,
He
you missed the question. I gave a scenario. I said, why do dudes, knowing you out here playing, messing around with multiple women?
You don't bring the
Okay,
you don't
so
bring
there
your
you go
lady
again.
around.
Don't bring the
Okay,
sand
so
to
that's
the
what I
beach.
was
Don't
trying to
do
get
that
to.
It happens
So-
a lot.
Cause I'm
So-
gonna speak.
Right. So when you put yourself in that
happens a lot.
environment, you fair game.
I would just think that if you have a lady and you have a Keisha
because he's
particularly,
disrespectful.
Keisha.
and definitely
Cato.
got a Miss Niecy or a Keisha,
Please don't have a Miss Niecy.
you're gonna know. It would make more sense in 2025. It would make more sense to say, okay, this is what the parameters of this situation are. If you're honest, then it just is what it is.
I
And
know
if-
that's right, Remy. I
He said,
know
yeah.
that's right.
Man,
If it's honest.
needs to hear the KB on display of certain people in the building. My thing is be transparent, F who looking.
There you-
But like Tony said, you can't take your girl and your side piece
To the same-
to the same place at all.
But see, what happens is that dude who has a man and a side piece, he's trying to keep
Oh,
his
he has a
man-
what?
Eyes on his
He's trying to
man.
keep his-
Can't
he has
see what that side piece
You
doing. But
said
trying to
you
keep
said
his
a
wife
dude that got a man at a side piece?
No,
He's
a
trying to keep
lady.
his
Oh,
man.
okay.
He's trying to keep his man on his hip and
His
still
man.
watch that
Oh,
side
man.
piece.
Right. So
Yeah.
and then the thing is, if the side
2025,
side lady doing her thing, now you mad.
Now you mad.
Real
now
mad.
Now you making your
You big
whole
mad.
mad. You big
You
mad.
big mad.
Real mad.
And that's what I'm saying. So it ain't what you do. It's how you do it. I mean, I don't run the way I used to. But I remember one time, I went into a party. They had a partner of mine through a party. We go to the party.
Why
I
we
got
ain't
my lady.
invited to the parties?
This was years ago.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Go ahead, go to the
Why we
toilet.
ain't invited to the parties?
Go to the toilet.
Cause we
toilet.
ain't got no man.
Go. You can bring a coworker. Go to the toilet. But
It gotta
anyway,
be a male though,
but
right?
like I was saying, yeah, please. But like I was
Okay.
saying, we went to the party. So somebody I was messing with
Why?
was there.
Ask him why.
Somebody was there at the party, and I said, man, this ain't even what I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like because I know for me, this ain't. I don't play like that, and I ain't trying to kick it like that. So walked around a little bit, talked to a couple dudes. I'm like, man, come on, let's go. This ain't what I thought it was gonna be. Like I don't even like the energy in here. And she's like, what's wrong? I said, let's just go. Let's go grab something to eat or something. You know, we can chill out or something. But I just think for me, I think a lot of times is that men know what they be doing, but you can't. I always try to tell people there's rules to the game.
Yep.
And that's where a lot of people go wrong. So if me and you, if I'm tipping with you, creeping with you or whatever, and we somewhere, you could be real petty with me that night. Cause I got my lady. Hey, what can I do?
Yeah.
I can't show out. I can be mad.
I can be bumping and grinding,
Yeah, you can
backing
do
it up.
backing up, doing all that, clowning, doing all that.
You can't do nothing.
I just sit
But
my arm
call my
folded
phone later.
and be mad.
And be mad.
No, you tried me.
He ain't gonna be.
Oh,
Yeah.
Definitely gonna be mad. Definitely gonna be in your feelings.
Guys get mad. Guys get.
I'ma make
guys
you
get
be in
their
your
feelings.
feelings.
Yeah,
I
because
know you gonna get in his
she gonna do extra.
Yeah.
She gonna do extra.
Ego may kick in, but if you're doing it, if a woman is doing something to get his attention and she knows she's the side,
She already got his attention when he saw her.
he gonna slide.
He looking
through
at
the
her.
night, they gonna have a little argument, and then it's gonna happen, and then everything gonna be all right.
But you know what though? Let me say this. Somebody can catch her that night just on GP and just leave the allure that she left with him.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
You don't know what they did.
Just walking me to my car.
Just walk up to her
You
car.
never know.
And you know what? And he gonna get away from his chick, and he gonna call like, Keisha, you tripping.
He
You know
can't
that,
call
right?
to the morning. He can't call to the morning.
He can't call. He can't. That's what I'm saying. So
We're not listening.
Hold on.
He gonna come back from where she going.
No. But if you with your
Because she's
lady,
still his side chick.
No. But see, here we go again. If you brought your main lady,
I'm not talking about what's right or wrong.
then you're not playing the game right there.
Most guys with a side chick, okay, the fact that he has a side chick probably
You
means
talking
he ain't
about
playing the
side
game.
chicks?
Absolutely.
Right, well, that's what I'm
You
saying.
Like baby mamas.
Let's bring him up to speed.
Please bring me up to speed.
Let's bring him up to speed. The scenario was that we somewhere out.
Okay.
She was part of the scenario.
Bro, please let me get this out. Stop double dutching, man. Let me get this out. What I was saying is that if I'm kicking it with Keisha,
Okay.
Keisha's my side.
That's your side?
That's my side.
Oh, the
Okay.
side.
I bring my main lady to an establishment with me.
Okay.
Keisha gonna
Been
do
there.
extra. She gonna do extra. She dance and she bumping,
Yeah.
grind and she
Yeah.
drop it like a hot, all that. And
Yeah.
then whoever she dancing with may walk out of her car.
Okay.
They walk out.
Now you mad.
I'm big man.
Real man.
But I
No,
got-
you gonna
he
take
talking-
that main home and then go to your side piece house.
but he talking about, well, you know, you gonna drop off. I said, but I can't call it. That's the game. I'm just hoping that, you know, he
You can
don't.
wake up early for work and come to my house.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So I just think
What
we
all
just
that
got
was
certain
about.
rules. It's certain rules, and I think a lot of times that guys play.
He gonna take his
And guys
lady
don't,
home.
and guys don't play right.
He
Guys
gonna
don't play
text
fair.
Keisha.
They don't.
They don't play
He gonna
fair.
text Keisha. No,
Because
I
he ain't
say-
gonna want me to know
he
his
ain't playing-
feelings, so he ain't gonna call me that
he ain't
night.
playing
But that
fair because he
morning,
got
he
a side.
knock on the
He
door.
ain't playing fair because he got a
And like
side
Tony
chick.
Wong just said, you can't get in your feelings.
You can't
No,
get
no,
in
you
your feelings.
that's-
Definitely
that's
can't
the
get in your
game.
feelings.
But they do. Y'all do.
No,
They do.
absolutely they gonna get in his feelings.
Because
But-
to me, I'm single.
Exactly, you
Right.
are. You're the
Single.
side chick. You're
Very
single.
single.
And
Absolutely.
I'm the baby mother.
if you brought your lady,
That's not right. That's not.
but hold on for a
My
minute.
bad.
Hold on. But if you brought your lady, if you brought your main lady in here,
Ex-wife.
See, she's
you brought your main lady, then you tripping.
Lord, let
And like,
us pray.
okay, Keith McCormick just said,
He wept again.
a real man don't have a side piece in the same city. He should be straight with the side piece. Let him know. And number two, you can't be mad with the side piece. Talk about it. Preach, Keith.
No,
But
Preach,
they do.
Keith.
They get mad
bro,
when
you
side
can't do that,
pieces
bro.
have somebody else. They definitely do.
Absolutely.
Because they want their cake and eat it too.
Absolutely. You want 2 pieces of cake
Exactly.
and have one in the
And the
refrigerator.
ice cream.
Yeah.
The game, but see, I keep trying to tell y'all, the game,
and a little-
Blow the candles out.
the game
Yeah.
got rules to it. That's where a lot of people go wrong. They want to put their rules in it that work for them. But
That
you got to
is
be,
true.
but you got to be consistent.
You know,
Because you know what,
I'm
you
trying to
probably
tell
been
her,
somebody's
Candy.
side piece before.
I'm okay with that.
Okay,
I was okay with that then.
but I'm saying, but I say that to say
Cause my piece in the
you
car.
can't get mad if you out here with your main. This your main
You
lady.
can't get mad or you
Can't
shouldn't
get
get mad. You
mad.
shouldn't get mad.
You can't.
Can't
No,
get
no, you
mad.
can get mad.
You can't get you don't supposed to get mad,
Yeah.
but there's
Absolutely.
a thing called
Well, you
feelings.
can get mad.
Right?
There's a
Absolutely.
thing called feelings.
2 things can be true at the same time.
Yeah.
You should not have a side piece, but you have one.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 things can be true at the same
Yeah.
time.
Why do men have side pieces?
Great question.
Are they
Bring
not
it
satisfied?
on.
Let me
Like,
let me
what's
let
going
me
on? Great
let me say let
Well,
me say this.
maybe side pieces.
What? Talk to me.
Well, it depends
breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
because the answer.
'Cause your main ain't doing what you're
no,
supposed to do?
No, because the
No,
answer,
that's not always true,
The
'cause they'll
answer,
cheat
the answer
anyways.
varies from person to person.
It
So,
does.
so that's just the easiest way to answer that question. However, if we're going to do just simple math, the ratio of available men to
Bro,
women to men
Just
is,
answer the question. Just answer the
I
question.
am.
Answer the
It's
question. You go.
variety.
you go,
Okay. I'm
Right,
trying to be
no,
nice.
just please
Okay, real
answer the
cool.
question.
You don't
Variety.
have to be
Okay,
nice.
variety.
No,
variety
please don't
is-
be nice.
You ain't got sugarcoat.
Please don't be nice.
That's what variety is the spice of life. I mean, like this is what matters, but this is fun. Like I love chocolate. I'll eat these now laters. You the now later.
Uh-huh.
But once it's done, it's done.
Uh-huh.
But see-
Everything could be physical.
So fun
But I'ma tell you-
versus
but I'ma
what?
tell you-
Wait, hold
but I'ma
on.
tell you- go
Hold on,
ahead.
Daryl.
I'm
Fun
gonna give you my
versus what?
response.
it's just
Because
fun.
I think I'm considered the fun girl, but
I'm the fun girl too.
But I'm gonna tell you.
Wait,
Go ahead.
and
I'm sorry.
wait.
what's
girl.
it, but you said the fun girl, the fun and the what?
I said first. I said the answers could vary from person to person. They
Right.
will
Well, what's
vary.
yours, Mr. Doss?
It would just be if it's fun.
Fun and what?
It's sex.
Right.
It's different sex.
You can get sex at home.
You can get sex at home.
Okay, let me try this again for those in the third row. It's
Thank you.
different sex.
So fun sex versus a dead sex.
No, it's different.
I just can't.
Wet
wait to get
versus
in.
dry. Oh
No.
Lord.
I can't wait to get in.
Wow.
I can't wait to get in. Can I?
Go ahead, Daryl.
Okay,
Can I get in? He's not giving you.
I like oranges. I like oranges. There's an apple.
A clean house versus a dirty
You get it?
house.
He's not giving you what it is.
Shut up.
And to me, no, stop that. No, it's not.
Go ahead, Daryl.
Men are hunters by nature.
Exactly.
Now, see, let's back up for a moment. I don't let you ride.
Go ahead. I'm just telling the truth.
I just listen. I don't need that rep doing nothing on this song.
Okay, go ahead.
Just sit back, just two-step for me.
Okay.
Thank you. Men are hunters by nature. We like to chase. We like to pursue.
Chase me, baby.
Okay, so with that being said,
Okay, confunction.
there's something. I can't get
Confunction.
this out. Don't chase me. So I think the biggest thing is that a lot of times we as men, we're hunters by nature, but it's also something that you're missing, and it doesn't have to be physical. And I think a lot of people it leads to that, but it could be conversation, something refreshing, something different. Because in a relationship, sometimes it can get stale.
It can. So why not spice that relationship
Okay,
up?
no, you're right. You're right. Okay, you're right. But sometimes it's that when you present certain things, certain people are not comfortable with certain things you may present, and that's the truth. Not being afraid, but that's
What you
the
want to do,
truth.
the next person will.
So, okay, so with that being said, he go. Told her watch. I like steak, but sometimes I just want a tilapia sandwich and go home.
Exactly.
I'm not doing that with you, Tony. I'm not doing that with you, Tony.
Honest.
Okay.
He's being honest, and I love the honesty.
I think I was honest too.
I love the
honest
honesty.
on
I
this
love the
platform and be
honesty.
respectful
Yes,
for
I
our
love the
platform.
honesty.
I'm not saying
Go ahead.
I just want to hit something and keep it going.
Keep it
If
going.
you go, and if it's a path of least resistance, okay, what you need? Okay, I'm gonna come through. Okay, what do you got going on? I want this. Can you do this? If you say no, the conversation's over because I'm not leaving this woman.
Yeah.
So this is what
Yeah.
I'm offering you. Can you do it?
Right.
Cool. Every
and
month
you do
at
have
this, on this
Yeah.
day,
I
on
won't
this
want
day.
you to leave your woman. I know you're a cheater.
Okay, that was never an option that was presented.
I'm just saying.
But okay, so either
If you're
you
trying
can,
to mess with me, I definitely won't want you to leave your wife
okay,
because you're gonna cheat
I
on
want to
me.
look at Niecy because I know I had to go out the door about her. So the point is,
Stay there where it's tolerated.
my point is, when if a guy needs or wants a side chick or whatever, depending on his means, if he goes out and he
read roll comment.
A mental attraction can be more dangerous than a sexual attraction. You're right.
You right.
You're right.
A mental
mental attraction. Stimulating your
Yeah.
brain, conversation. Yeah, absolutely.
I think that your old lady would have had that because that's how she got to be got longevity. I would think. I could be wrong, but if
Maybe
you're
they
looking,
just got
but we're
married
talking
just to
about
get married based on
convenience.
benefits,
Convenience.
convenience.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Right
could
thing
happen.
to do.
But we're talking about the side chick. The side chick typically only
Maybe
has
the
one
lawyer told him to
function:
get married.
What's the one function? Sex.
sex.
Okay, but
Sex, a
I
little
say
different
that.
conversation, maybe
but I-
something that back row.
But also, you have some
ultimately
women.
it's sex.
But you have some women that are kept women. You got a lot of women that are kept women. So this is the agreement that we have. Just like you just presented, I'm gonna drop off a certain amount each month to take care of this for you,
and I have access.
and I got access.
I got access.
So I can come over here as needed.
Unfettered access.
Ain't nobody else coming over here. And to me, sometimes you can play that game, and it's like, okay, well, but eventually
I'm gonna pump y'all brakes a little bit
Go
because
ahead.
men think
Pump 'em, sister.
Cause men think this and that. Some women only want a one night stand. Some women only want what we can get out of y'all, and that's it. It's not all about the men. What the men want
Right.
from the woman.
It has to
Right.
be about the woman because she's the first and last right of refusal.
Because some women, I can
Say that again.
I
man?
know you
It
got a woman.
has to be the
and
woman.
Still, I heard
The woman it has to be the woman. But it has to be the woman because you are the first and last right of refusal.
Itching
Period.
for a scratch.
You DJ too? She was singing. She DJ. You do everything, Nick. Dang.
You know,
Okay.
I'm an all-time hustler.
I see that. I'm smelling what you're selling. Do your thing. But I just think for me though, it's just that kind of like Rose said, when you get that attraction, is mental conversation sparks. It's something different. But at the end of the day, piggybacking along what you were saying, it's a lot of women that are cool
Very cool.
with playing their part.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Okay, and that's why I say that. And to me, it's like, just like you said, I don't want no cheater. And to me, if you,
No, I said I wouldn't.
I know you said you
I
would.
don't want that man to leave their wife.
Yeah, don't leave their wife.
Me. Stay there where it's
Right.
tolerated.
So you're perfect.
I'm cool.
You're perfect.
But even like Total Wild just said, if a woman wants a one night stand, we still think that we won.
Yeah.
That's true.
Tony. It's really not because we can look at
She
y'all.
just showed you that night.
Exactly.
That's all it was. You just got chosen.
Which
that
goes
night.
back to my comment. You're the
chosen one.
first and last refusal. The woman says, yeah. Here's it's the contract. Here's the offer, acceptance. The mutual benefit.
But you
age
ain't
of
offer me
majority.
nothing.
No, if you're going to be the side, the offer is.
Oh, I ain't no
then-
side. If I'm at one night, hit it and quit it. I ain't no side, baby.
That's
Okay,
it.
well okay, so if I can have you for one night and it's
No, I had
Okay,
you
Luke.
for one night.
okay,
Yeah,
fine.
just one night.
If you want me for one night and I can
I
give
had
you
you
this,
for one night.
okay, that's fine. I don't think
Let
Now
God.
me
you blowing me up and
hold
checking my
you
friend's
tight.
Facebook page.
Hey, listen, man.
If only for one night.
Hey, listen,
Now you trying to get a contact with me, but you blocked.
man. Look at here. I don't know about that one now.
Now you looking up what was that red girl name? It was some Cato.
The one I saw.
Don't
The one I saw.
calling me for
You
my
know,
sister.
you got a number. You got a number,
Yeah,
bro.
boy.
And I get that, but I think it goes back to is that, like you said, Keisha was saying earlier about, like, you know, men and the way they play. I just at 54 I can't play no more.
Yeah, I like that.
And I think that's the
What
thing that when
age
you
think men should
Settle down.
like
And
stop
just be a
playing?
one
Like,
woman.
When they're ready.
I know it's different.
when they
When they're
ready,
ready.
you got some guys that lock in. I know some guys that met a girl in high school.
I was
and they
married at 20.
now.
I was married at 20. I
what I'm
have
saying?
I have people I went to high school with
I was married at
that
22, I
that
think.
still are married.
22,
At 20, I think.
20, okay.
That I know people
like
who went
that.
to high school with me who are still married. Several of them.
That's what I'm saying. So I
But do
think
you
that's
think
but
they
that's
have
the thing is
stepped
that
out their marriage?
I wouldn't
Do you
They
think?
did.
I wouldn't
put
say
that out
that.
there.
I wouldn't say that. I don't want to put that
I
out
wouldn't
there.
put that on anybody.
But I think that marriage is work.
it's
It's a lot of work, and I mean you got to be. Everybody got to understand. It's got to be understanding because we are a unit.
It's just a piece of paper. We all got the same last name.
Oh goodness.
Okay, right. But also, let me say this.
Oh my God.
But it's a
Can you mute
partnership.
this mic?
It's a partnership.
Yeah, that was a rough one
But
right
it's
there.
also you can't put me before we. If you understand what I'm saying, me can't go before we. It's us. We in this together. So, and I tell people when you develop
As
and
we
you get to the
slept
point
the night
get-
away.
when you get married,
as we lay.
what you have.
And he can't lay. Remember, he was going to get his ass up and go. He was
Forgot
going to give him
about
go. He was supposed to give him go.
So I think, but
We've had,
let me
we,
but let me
we've
say
had
this
those
though.
moments.
But let me say this though.
Sleep.
Now this
Oh,
way it
God.
finna get good.
Yeah, go on.
I want to ask y'all this.
on.
I think something else too is, and I don't want to offend nobody. I think it's a lot of broken black women.
It is.
There's a lot of for bad, and I think something else too is that to me, it's a lot of sisters that jump into relationships they have not healed from that last one. So you bringing your pain,
They don't want to be single.
your frustration into something else. I'm like, well, damn, I ain't do none of that to you. How we end up here? But like you said, you have to
The numbers.
rid yourself. Okay, but but we all should be happy.
The numbers don't allow it.
What you mean numbers don't allow it?
Nature creates more women.
Happy.
Sing it.
Find a love that's mine.
It would be so
The
sweet.
Two Line Crew did not disappoint this evening, bro. They did not
The
disappoint.
numbers
Look at Torres over there
unfortunately
chuckling. Torres over there chuckling. He got that sheepish grin on his face. You make me sick, Torres.
Say something, producer.
Baby.
But I just think it goes back to, like I say, you could it's the dynamic of coming together, building, trying to have something. If you are still hurting from a bad relationship, you ain't gonna do me no good.
Correct.
Because that's always
And
gonna
that's
be
vice versa.
right. Same thing. If I'm broken, same thing. I ain't gonna do you no good. And if you have children, now your child's father can be a problem.
My baby daddy.
Yeah, baby daddy.
Hey, who that is?
But I turned grown though.
Okay,
so ain't no
no,
problem.
like I say, but the baby daddy, the baby daddy,
Y'all are young. Who that
baby
is?
daddy-
That's just my
Just my
baby.
baby daddy.
Stop doing karaoke, man. Just stay with me. But I'm trying to say is that
So who? My
you can still bring that element of foolishness to the relation. And see, to me, it's like, go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead.
No, she gonna bring the level of foolishness.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I was talking to this dude.
Oh, here it comes.
I was talking because women is not the only ones that's broken.
Right.
I was
Men,
talking.
yes,
I
men
was
are
talking to this dude, and I can show y'all the text messages.
I don't want to see.
This man told me after so many days, months of dating, he said, "I don't want a relationship. I don't want the pressure of being in a relationship." Huh?
Yeah, how we end up here?
Wait, what? How did we end up here?
Yeah.
So fast forward to today, he had a bad divorce. He had a bad,
Oh.
I'm glad you're mentioning this.
and
Now
he
go on.
wasn't over that hurt.
Now here we go. Back to what I was
Go
telling you
ahead.
before about
Go
the
ahead.
guys who call for coaching or confidence building. One of the things that concerned a lot of them that built themselves up or jumped off the porch late, but had accumulated enough net worth is they never trusted women because of the scene today.
Yeah.
And guys who come out of marriages typically, particularly if you have something that you may lose, don't want to go through that again because
But how are you gonna start a new relationship or even play with me and bring your old into this new? I didn't give you no signs that I was gonna be the same.
that may be true. That may be true.
me. Teddy got a song, bro. It don't hurt now.
It
don't hurt now, and that's the truth.
Right, but a lot of guys with means, if you get past if you survive the first divorce, that next time around, it ain't like Shalimar.
Ain't second time
around at all.
Not like the first time.
It's the second time around, but not with a second marriage.
Guys are just like.
But they're like Teddy said.
And men are not getting married now anyway. The same way.
Like Teddy said, it's so good loving somebody.
There's
and somebody love you back.
And that's
Not
a
that
fact.
70-30.
And that's a fact.
Not that 70-30. Not that 60-40.
It's somebody love you back. Come on,
that's
high
a fact.
start
Yeah, and I think that's the thing. But
and that's a fact.
right, and I tell people, love is an action.
It is
we
It's
have
definitely
to.
an action
Well, we got to
word.
keep
It's
that
an action
real.
word.
Love is people show you that they
You
love
can
you.
tell me all you want.
Yeah,
People show me.
you know, because and I tell people all the time, and we got people listening. Don't say I love you when it's good to you. Don't do that. Don't you know it's good to you. I love you. No, you really don't. You love what we're doing right now. Love is an action, and I tell people all the time, like it's some things that when you know you love somebody, there's not too much that you won't do for them,
and you won't hurt them.
and you won't. And like you,
You put them before yourself.
Yep.
right. That's what I'm
And you
saying.
won't hurt
So
them.
I put because as long as if you straight, I'm straight.
Yep.
Because I don't need that much.
Yep.
I don't. But I know if you all right, then hell, I'm good.
Yep.
And I think that's something that we always are so trip out on. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. And I know both of y'all have children. I'm gonna go back to the income tax days in the 90s. That good refund, that good refund come in. Baby, hey, look, baby, I get out here and do a couple things. Let me get out here and whoop-de-wop.
Flip it.
Flip that thing, we can do this, and this. Now, see, to me, I've never had it in me because I know one thing, and I'm not generalizing, but one thing about a woman, if she do something for you, and you don't do right, that's coming back up.
Yeah.
She gonna bring that back
Forever.
up. That's her draw forward.
Definitely.
She gonna pull that out. But when you needed something, this and this, I don't want to hear that. I don't. So if I come to you for anything, I'm finna, let me clean this up. So I know, hey, she's straight. Cause she can't never come back and say, remember I did this for you, and you go to ride the client. And see, now we got social media, so that makes it a little more, even more alarming. Cause you can't get ad out now.
You can.
You can.
Absolutely.
That high folder something else on your phone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can get.
That
Yeah,
high folder.
Dawes, you do too much. Quick to stop.
But you hide all
Don't
your
get two-line
photos.
crew started. You keep. You doing too much.
yeah.
Just let her go.
I didn't hear what she said.
Just let her go.
I didn't hear what she said.
But you feed what you said. What you said? What you said? Stop feeding it.
I didn't hear her.
Niecy heard it, but see, there you go again. You do it. You in hustling. You in hustling.
No, she said it on the mic.
Bruh, she said that for a reason, because she know you go, what the hell you said?
No,
You
I didn't think it was.
Yeah. Me and Niecy right here just vibing. I heard her. Here you go.
What she said?
Now he the one get killed in the
Oh,
scary
you want
movie.
me to
He the one get killed in the scary movie. Yeah. What they got?
Who's out there?
Hey, wait a minute, Jason. Chunk. What's that noise out there?
No, I'm going or I'm trying to find out where to shoot.
Oh my God.
I love my brother. My brother be out here tripping. But I'm saying is that there's a sense of like, and see, to me, it's like, I ain't never really got I ain't never been in that income tax romance per se. So I don't know that about that. But I do know, like, I remember back in the day, like January, February.
Yeah. Y'all was all booed
Hey,
up.
everybody acting right. They had the fair table in the big chair. Everybody at the big chair for the fair.
On Valentine's Day.
Match your outfits. Match your outfits.
Yeah.
Basketball game bell.
Yeah. Hey, and I hate social media went out there. Cause it's team month. It's us. It's us. It's us. Yeah. I did a thing today, and me and my man, y'all get real. I showing the little clinical platter. Yeah. Y'all doing all that. But that's why I go back to say, but it's like, and I'll tell you what's funny before we get out of here. People on Facebook, and I want people to start doing this. When everything is good, if you booed up with somebody, because when you showing yourself with your man, your significant other,
Man, huh?
whoever, I'm just saying anybody in general.
Our man.
When you say,
Okay.
you chilling, kicking it, booed up, whatever it is you
What
doing.
time we leave him? Because
We
I got
figure
a
out him
question. We leave at 8 to 8:30.
We might do 8. We might do 8:10.
Because I got a question. I got a question for the men
Go ahead. What's your question?
in the Facebook world.
What's your question?
Why do women feel like some women feel like are a man?
What you mean?
Like
He
somebody
Community.
said
He man.
are a man.
Well, he might be for the streets. I mean, he might be for the streets.
man.
He might be
So
for the streets.
why do y'all feel like women is acceptable of that? Hush.
But he gonna take the numbers.
Numbers.
The numbers.
What that mean?
It's more women
There
than
are
men.
far more available women than men.
So something you may not go
Far
for,
more.
Uh-huh.
and may
Somebody
not
else
be
will.
on board with.
Uh-huh.
Somebody else could be.
But why
Don't
do
make
y'all
it right.
think women is okay with that?
Because of the numbers. It's
numbers.
better
Might
to
be
have
somebody they're familiar with.
somebody.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
you rather have a piece of a man than no
A
man.
past. Somebody from their past.
Yeah.
Give me my role.
What they say? What was that? What was that song? Another man. What Barbara said? Another man.
Another man's wife or something.
Yeah, somebody else's guy.
Somebody else's guy.
Yeah. You gonna make me love somebody else? Them real songs.
Yeah.
You know, and them songs still hold weight to this day.
And they were popular for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so I just
Yeah.
think
Like
that.
me and Mrs. Jones.
Yeah.
Me and Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones. Mrs. Jones.
I love that song.
You do? Okay. We got a thing going
We
on.
got
Okay.
a thing.
We definitely do.
Okay.
Hey, agony
Going
and ecstasy.
on.
Okay.
I
Okay.
only used to date older women.
Okay.
Okay,
How old are
Torian.
you?
Huh?
How old are you?
45.
So what's your highest?
The oldest.
My daughter's mother is 8 years older than me.
Okay.
Yeah, man, know that Torres.
Okay.
You a cougar. Yeah, Torres. No, yeah, you got you an old one. Okay, you got you a cougar. Cougars love cats. Okay.
That's a revelation.
I ain't know that, Torres. Okay. But I'm telling you, like, I really, you know, we finna wrap this thing up. I really enjoyed y'all coming on here kicking
Who
it.
are we?
The Two Line Crew.
Two Live Crew.
I just, you know, before we get out of here, because we're going to do rapid fire with y'all, we're going to clown y'all. We're going to ask y'all some questions. Nothing crazy.
Because I'm ready.
Okay, Keisha, give your shout out, whoever you want to give a shout out to.
Oh, you want me to give a shout out?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Do it. Do it now.
Lord have mercy.
I want to give a shout out to all my followers. My kids, BJ,
Shout out to Eric, too,
Eric.
my young bull, BJ.
the Cato family.
Okay.
Except one.
And they're ugly.
That was
Yeah, mute her mic, so
Oh boy.
Niecy, please do better. Go ahead, Niecy, please do
try.
better.
Try.
Just effort,
Try.
effort. Yeah.
Well, you started with me, so.
I just thought you, but I didn't know you just.
My family, I love y'all. You know,
Thank
I'm
you.
all about family.
And
I
they
love
love,
my
and they
family.
love
I'm
you
a
too.
family person. Yes.
They love you too.
And don't take me serious. I just be
That's all in fun. I just
I
it's
just
all
be
in
joking
fun.
sometimes.
Take her serious.
Yeah.
Take her serious.
Sometimes I
Somebody
just
said,
be
"Hey,
joking.
Remy Road talking about behave."
Oh,
That's
okay.
too far gone, Ro. But go ahead,
Okay, Remy.
Niecy, do your thing.
Hey, I'm Niecy at Exotic Scents. I want to shout out to my followers because y'all made me $26 this month. Hey.
Okay. That's a bottle of liquor somewhere. Ain't it?
I need y'all to show some more interaction so I can at least get to 35 to get me like a meat plan or something. But counterparties with Niecy, check out my candle line. I want to shout out to all my 6 children, Shaquan, Shaniqua. I'm just playing.
I'm gonna say sis.
Yeah, I like
Shanice,
that.
Shakira, CJ, Kaden, my mommy love y'all. This is we gonna blow up. I'm just Daryl and Mr. Dawes and Mr. Torre, thank y'all for having us, the 2 Live crew. We'll be back. Remy Rowe already wants to book us. Contact our manager, Shamir.
Yes.
More?
Ro, hey, Ro, get you put some seatbelts on if they come on for you. Make sure you got some seatbelts in the studio, bro. Cause they right now, they ride with no brakes right now, bro. I'm talking about no brakes.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, I'm talking about rotors go, calipers go. They ain't got nothing. No brake shoes. That thing, Nathaniel.
Just going.
Nathaniel.
Oh my
and we
gosh.
always doing. I want to give a shout to my man Corey Cole. Just had a anniversary, man. Shout out to you, homie.
Happy anniversary.
Yes, So y'all say, look at it, good. Tori,
you want us to sing?
No, not yet. We may do rapid fire. Tori, if you could pull the sponsors up, man. Every show we do, we dedicate to my man Will D. Will D left us a couple years ago, man. So Cigar Life, CIGRLYFE.com. We ride with you, homie. So everything we do, we dedicate to you. We'll pull up AKA Ruff, Greg, let him know what he got going on.
Good afternoon, everybody. Greg Dawes, GD9 Attorney Pro Se Consultants. We help people navigate the sometimes difficult journey of self-representation. We have receipts. You can check me out on YouTube at Greg Dawes, GDNAPSC. And we're working on a series dedicated to helping people who may have to self-represent in automobile negligence cases. Check us out for more information. And we do have receipts. I didn't say it before.
Okay. Also, my man, Auto Repair Center, Carlo, might have been on 40th Street. Go check them out.
I know he's off of us, but go ahead.
Yeah, he 7101 North 40th Street, 813-443-4730.
Don't say Minnesota.
In the east, he like Cleveland. In the west, he like he's still around with the Clippers.
Okay.
All right. So also Elevate Designs. Go check them out. 813-400-7015. ElevateDesigns.net. Got some new stuff coming out. So also pull up those that also some of our newer sponsors. Pull up Calvin if you can over that. Y'all need body work done. Calvin Body Shop, 813-831.
On your automobile.
6135, 7413 South German
Wait.
What you saying?
He said you need body work. He said on your automobile. Not your body.
Not your body.
Yeah, just so we clear. I appreciate it.
Body.
Yeah, collision repair, paint restoration, part replacement, structure repairs, and minor dent removal. That's I get it.
Dent in your vehicle.
Yeah,
Not in your thighs.
Not in your thighs.
On your butt.
On your hips. Okay. Pull on my man Spencer Johnson, man. S&C Pool Services.
What's going on?
Good dude. 813-802-9496. Go online.
About that time for the pools to get cleaned up and ready to go.
SNCPoolServices.com. They do pavers, resurfacing, supply, install pumps, automation, salt systems, heat pumps, automatic cleaners, algae cleanup, and acrylic deck. And then last but actually the last of our non-food sponsors, my man Tampa Tent, Paul Autry. Go check them out, 813-408-9112. Email tampatent@gmail.com. Auto office and home. 28 years in the game. Car expert installer. Y'all
Don't
need
forget
10.
his daughter has a
And his daughter doing her thing with the Olympic flag football.
in the podcast.
And then last but not least, before we get to the rapid fire, Wingstop, 10 locations, and they are growing throughout the Bay Area. Pull them up. Can you make it a little bigger for me, Torres?
The wings look good.
They don't
If
look
you
like
don't
North
mind, thank you.
30th wings, though.
Yeah, she all out of bounds.
Lemon pepper with mild sauce, please.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
On Nick's, on 34th and
Not-
Hillsborough, got
Cato.
Loud sauce. Lemon
Cato.
pepper with loud
Don't do that.
sauce. I ain't never
Yeah,
tried
that's different.
Oh, yes, please try that, Mr. Dawes.
2112 over there.
My lemon pepper.
Like Waldo say right there by Club Alibi. If you ever been in there, a lot of amateur dancing going on. Then you go over there at Northdale Mabry 10019.
What you say you want some dancing?
By that Club Jordan. No, I ain't
Play
saying
the
nothing
music,
about that.
Torre.
Please don't do
Play
that.
the music,
Please don't
Torre.
play nothing. Don't play nothing. If y'all there in Polk County, 4217 South Florida. Then also we got 14915 North Florida out there by Old
Oh, he
School
said
Malibu.
alibi?
Yeah, Malibu.
Oh.
Amateur dancing, yeah.
Hey,
Then we out there at Oldsmont,
Chapman.
8436 West Hillsboro.
She the bartender. Go
Then
see
we,
her.
I'm good. Then we go into the
I like
out there by the outlet mall right there, 23048 Florida Highway 54. And also at Wesley Chapel, 1219 Bruce B. Down. Then we down there 107 South Dale Mabry, by Kennedy and Dale Mabry. Our last two spots. Chop Shop headquarters at 9305 North 56th Street. And then we had all started at 2776 North Fowler. Torres, give us a quick break. We're going to play up, give us like a minute or so. We're going to come back with rapid fire for these young ladies. We do not own the rights to this music.
Alibi.
I think we
Where is rapid fire? Because I can't be in nobody crossfire.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what's going on, good people? Like, you're truly easy D's. Hey, Shamir Charles, I got to reach out to you soon to
Yes,
book these
Shamir
ladies again.
Charles.
They
That's our manager.
They ain't City's Five World Famous Waldo's not in. I got AK Ruff with me to my left.
What?
And we're going to do rapid fire with these young ladies. We got
Name our crew.
Two Live Crew, Niecy, Dorris, and
Two Live
Keisha
Crew.
Cato. So this
It
rapid
could
fire
be
was brought to you.
MRS or MS, however you want to do it.
Say it again now.
Oh,
It
Lord.
could be
Don't ask
MRS or MS, however you want to do it with the Cato.
No, it's one or the other.
Hey, Petty, party of one, right this way, man. Just right this way, Petty. Party of one, right?
It's one-
Table
it's one
for
or the
one. Petty, right this way, man. Right here,
One or
right
the
this way,
other.
man. Thank you.
Can't be
Okay,
both.
so
It can't be both of
if
them.
you can you
Don't
pull
step to
up,
it if you ain't
can
ready.
you
That's
pull
all I
up,
got to say.
definitely-
pull up King's Care. There we go. We
Leave
finna
it
do rapid
alone,
fire brought to you
bro.
by
Who's that?
King's
King's
Care.
Care? Okay.
Yeah, that's Odell Beckham, my little brother. So go check them out. Waldo and Tariba, they do good hair products. Pomade,
There we go.
beard oil. They got all kind of stuff. They
Beard
on
oil,
Amazon.
yeah.
Also in Brandon Mall, King's Care. For a king made by a queen. So let's get into rapid fire with these two ladies. Y'all spoke about the wings. What y'all like, drums or flats?
Flats.
I'm not a bougie bee, so I'll give me whatever because I'm going to suck the meat off the bone regardless.
Suck it off.
Ranch or
Hey,
blue
what's
cheese?
your number again?
Ranch.
Favorite vegetables?
Broccoli.
Broccoli with ranch.
Okay, broccoli with ranch. Okay, biggest pet peeve.
I hate for a bugaboo. I hate for a nagger. Don't bug me and don't nag me.
Okay. What's
Don't
yours?
beg and try to borrow.
Don't beg and try to
Ooh.
borrow. You ate that dry beg and like, man, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Man, my light bill coming up. I don't know.
I got a light bill too.
Just saying, I'm just giving a
Rent
scenario.
due, light bill, gas bill, phone bill, cable
Okay.
bill, car.
Okay.
Car
Okay.
note,
I'm putting my car note.
insurance.
Okay,
No, I'm
okay,
paying car
Who pay your car note?
okay.
Girl, you don't
Anyway,
know.
Please,
Perfect.
let's move
See,
forward.
there you go. Point made.
There you go.
Point
again. There you go.
made. Point
There
made.
you go
Let's move
again.
forward.
Point
Pouring
made.
gas on the fire, bro. You paying it too. Stop pouring gas on the fire, bro.
What she said?
Okay. Let's
I want
move
somebody to pay
forward.
my car note,
Anyway, road trip. What you can take 3 artists with you, living or dying. They whole catalog of music. What's your 3?
My 3 is gonna be Mary J.
Mary
Then
J,
it's gonna be Keith Sweat, and then Brainy Tretch.
Okay.
Mary J, Keisha Cole. I like Michael Jackson.
Ain't
I
nothing
like
wrong with
Jaheim too.
You like Jaheim too? Okay. Favorite TV show to watch growing up?
Growing up,
Yeah.
ooh.
I like the Jeffersons.
So I had It's Not Your Turn.
Okay.
Growing up would have been the Jetsons,
Okay.
the Cosby Show,
Okay.
or Moving On Up.
The Jeffersons.
Yep.
Okay.
I just
Alright.
said that.
But when
She
you
did.
go,
Okay. What's your favorite all-time movie you can watch every day?
I Can Do Bad All By Myself, Tyler Perry.
Life.
Like,
You gonna eat your cornbread?
that's your favorite part of the movie? Sorry,
The whites on the pie.
Great laugh.
yeah, she loved it. She was proud of it.
Or
Okay.
The Color Purple.
Color
You told
Purple.
Harpo to beat me.
You told I put it.
Okay. Favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving. I love being around my
I
family.
love Christmas.
Christmas. Okay. Let me see.
That's more than 5, ain't it?
Now we just asked you that.
Keep it, I like it. Keep it going, but I need you to get
ain't
in
no
some
count.
deeper questions.
No, we won't get that deep. We keep it simple.
Oh,
Favorite place to go eat? Favorite restaurant?
What I like to eat or what they like to eat?
What you like to eat?
Oh. You know, I like Longhorn. I love steaks. But I don't
Okay.
care about anything. I love Longhorn.
That went way left. didn't
Okay, yeah, please. This
what you said?
it? And you keep on asking.
Longhorn.
I'm cheap. I'm a cheap date, but please do
Lord,
not inbox me because you're gonna get cussed out. Anywhere with 2 for $1. I'm there.
You on board?
I'm on board.
Okay.
Chili's,
I go
Applebee's.
anywhere.
Okay.
If I got a lemon drop, take me to
Glorious.
Zaxby's.
I'm all for the 2 for $1s.
If I got a lemon
I
drop,
be
take me to
drinking.
Zaxby's.
Now what? Now what?
That was horrible.
Take me to Zaxby's. I got my lemon drop. I go to
This is my
Zaxby's.
last question. Both of y'all are independent. Both of y'all independent females. First job you had. What was your first job?
MetLife.
Okay.
TBT. So I was at TBT and they got me a job at 9214 North Florida Avenue at the unemployment office, and I was the secretary. I was running copies and stapling they
Well, I was
they
at Tech
papers.
when I had the MetLife.
Well,
Ted,
what?
what? Ted,
Okay.
what?
Ted.
Okay. Great. Torres. Yeah, this has been one hell of a show this evening, ladies.
Yeah, buddy.
Yes, I cannot wait for you to send me this
They see
so
our
I can say this to them.
Yeah,
Yeah, let them know
y'all see
about
our
the 2 Line
shirts?
Crew. They
I'm blocked. Wait, I am blocked. Don't block me.
And I
I
done
do the
told-
Stand up,
blocking.
sister.
I do the blocking.
Hey,
Do the blocking.
Remy Rowe, hey,
Oh,
Remy Rowe, hey, be careful what you ask for, bro. I think cause see your content be a little different than mine, so I think
Oh, he want us on his show?
yeah. So I think the content gonna be a little different.
Call our manager, Shamir
Yeah.
Charles.
So
And he brings drinks too.
yeah.
Lemon drop.
Well, actually, he said he was gonna have us some Ciroc, but we had to get our own. Y'all see my cup,
I never
exotic
said I was
sensible.
gonna have some rock.
Stanley.
You had
No, I
Ciroc.
said I had, so I was fixing me. So I never said.
Well, you could have brought me some
Oh, because
pineapple.
she said she want pineapple straight. And
Oh yeah, I
see,
just.
that's,
worry
that's
about
why I had my
But you're
sister
about to
back.
be-
So,
know, my
Mr.
phone-
Doss,
my
what do
phone
you
be
think
tripping.
about the 2 Live Crew?
a lot.
So
Man,
so
man.
Like a lot. Well, you
I
want
want
to
y'all
come
to
on the
have-
show with us, sir?
Oh, let me say, I typically don't do this, but I will be in Tallahassee on Friday.
oh yeah, shout out to his daughter graduating.
All right,
I had my first
congratulations to
doctor.
you.
My first
Yeah,
doctor.
That's good stuff.
Congratulations.
Yeah, so shout out to my
That's
daughter,
awesome.
Charlene.
Yeah.
very proud of you.
Yeah.
And all the,
Shout
and
out
all
to
the
Mom.
high school graduates coming up, college graduates, like I say, get ready to navigate your path through life, and salute to all of you. And also, before I get out of here, man, a special shout out to my dad. He going to see his oncologist tomorrow, so praying everything goes all right with
Prayers.
that. So, with that being said, I know Dawson don't do it, Waldo don't do it, so.
Wait, we didn't sing.
That was intentional.
You gotta go.
He said that was intentional. He said that was
Okay, y'all do this old school chorus. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Make sure it's
1, 2, 3, go.
La 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 la.
Swallow.
I didn't have chorus, so I can't relate to that.
Swallow.
I never had chorus.
Fa sol la ti do.
Okay, Torres, please cut this off. Hey, who's got it better than us? Nobody. Hey, and don't forget, next Monday we're gonna announce the names for the Mother's Day drawing.
Yes.
I want to give a shout out to Alluring Essence, GD Naps, King's Care, Big Back Barbecue, Cupcake City, Rejuve, Twin Tasties Treats, Auto Repair Center. We got 11 gifts that we're giving away. We're going to pull the names here live next week. So
Monday?
In the
Next
Kid
Monday.
Development Center, we're going to put our names up there.
Huh?
Candles by Niecy, we're going to have our name up
It's
there.
exotic sense.
Correct.
Exotic
Sorry,
sense, boo, and
sister.
nothing about Niecy.
Yeah.
Exotic
There you go.
Sense.
Get it right. You
Indicated
been-
Development Center.
You've been messing up all day, but it's all good. We finna get out of here.
You started first because
I
you
don't
spelled my
know
name
y'all.
wrong.
Exactly.
And I corrected it.
You did.
I corrected it.
So get it right.
Keep God first. Love your family, man. And on behalf of the 2 Live crew, we love y'all. Good night. Y'all be good.
Deuces.